Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. So I haven't done this for a while. It's a pre-record. I'm sorry I'm not live. For me, it is the Jewish holiday of Shavuot or Shavuot, depending on which Jewish tradition you have. So we know this is going out on Friday. For me, this is just before Sabbath. Like, the Jewish holiday is one day if you live in Israel. If you live outside of Israel, it's 2 days. That's why it's very good to live in Israel. And you, it's like the Sabbath, right? You're offline. You don't use technology. So I'm offline. So I don't. Anything could be happening, right? I went offline yesterday, but I pre-recorded this for today. I haven't looked at this yet. This is essentially my review of Doctor Who magazine. We're going to look through it. We're going to do a bit of a digital peruse to see if you want to buy it. But this is a bit of a controversial issue of Doctor Who magazine because it's got a Yasmin Finney cover. What's controversial about that? I'll be getting in that in a minute. But first we'll look at the reaction to it, which I would call mixed. I wouldn't call, like, people that hated it. I wouldn't call, well, some people did. I wouldn't call any reaction to it universal, right? If you think you are on the side that is the most universally, the vast majority, you're not. I don't think you are. I mean, at least if you are part of the majority, it's mostly a silent majority. That's the impression I get. Anyway, before we get into it, can you hit the like, share, subscribe button? That'd be fan-freaking-tastic. If you're over on Rumble, can you subscribe me on Rumble? Rumble is super-duper nice to me, so I like to support Rumble. why wouldn't I? Because, again, they're super-duper nice to me, so I like that. Although, having said that, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to set this stream up for the normal time, which will be 5 o'clock UK. They only let me set up 24 hours in advance, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but hopefully it'll work. Well, who knows what dares to dream. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you're not over at Rumble, could you go to Rumble and subscribe to me there? That'll be fan-freaking-tastic. How's your Friday doing? It's again, it's so weird. I'm in the past. I'm in Thursday right now. I'm in Thursday morning. Who knows what can I? Probably nothing. Normally, that's what it is, nothing. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, comment. Go check, subscribe to my channel. Something playing on my channel right now, which I'm really kind of enjoying doing, is a AI deepfake book on tape of Millennial Rights by Craig Hinton, read by, as I said, a deepfake of Colin Baker. Sounds great. You know, I love this. I feel like I'm reinvigorating, bringing new life to this mostly forgotten form of Doctor Who. I love the new Adventures and Missing Adventures. They are going, they're going the way of the dodo, which I find very sad. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment. Fine, let's start. Let's start and look at the cover of this issue of Doctor Who magazine. We go over. Where is it? Doink. That's a bit big. Said nobody to me ever. Doink. There we go. Rose is on the cover. Rosalie David on casting Rose. Okay, so we're going to read the production notes, but. So, what's the issue, right? What is the issue? It's somebody who identifies as female, who I believe has a penis. Never seen it, but I believe has a penis, right? I think that's the general idea. So, why is this not going down swimmingly? I'll tell you exactly why. Because over the last several years here in the Western world, we're generally speaking quite polite, right? We understand. We're quite polite, and I think we're also quite, what's the word? Kind, maybe? Accepting, right? So here's the thing. If you believe that you can define your own gender, that gender is fluid, that's groovy. If you want to, if you have a penis and you want to define yourself as a woman, you want to, what's the word? Identify as a woman, that's fine. You do you. And here's the thing. I think most of us are kind of live and let live, but because of that, I think the line has been pushed to overtly sexual acts in front of children, right? There was drag stuff. I find it overtly sexual. I don't understand how you can't say it's overtly sexual. Somebody's showing you, their 2000 AD collection. That's not overtly sexual unless they're weird people, All the pages are stuck together. Normally, okay, for normal people, a 2000 AD collection. Okay, let's say a stamp collection. Okay, that's less sexual, right? That's not overt sexuality. when you're a guy or even a woman wearing a very, very, a pronounced makeup, heels, and huge fake breasts, right? There's no way that isn't sexual, right? When you dance in front of a kid with huge fake tits in heels, dressed as a stripper, there's no way that's not sexual. I'm sorry. So I think that was really the thing that... it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. It was it was the Dylan Mulveny on Bud Light. Like Bud Light painted on Mulveny to promote their product. That was the straw that broke the camel's back, right? Since then, Target, again, in an act of complete, I think, filthy, evil, disgusting, degradation, had this huge pride section for children where they had bathing suits where you could easily tuck in your penis so you could present it as a girl for, like, again, 10-year-olds. That's overtly sexual, right? Yeah, that, I think, is a line that's too far, right? You had chest binders where young girls can flatten out their chest so they can appear more masculine. Again, and these are aimed at prepubescent children. It's generally speaking what I think most people find very uncomfortable. But so that I think was what broke everything. But here's where we are, right? Here's where we are. That if you identify as a woman, most people are fine with it. If you're an adult identifying as a woman and you have a penis, I'm fine. Nobody really minds, right? In everyday life. I think women want biological women only. Some women, a lot of women, want biological women only spaces. They want spaces for women without penises. That's essentially what they're saying. By the way, when I'm not sure they still do it for a few years, that if you identified as a female and you had a penis in the California State Prison Service, they'll put you in a women's prison. Weirdly, incidence of pregnancy skyrocketed. It's very strange. Now you might want to say, oh, that's so nice. Oh, and the prisoners all fell in love and they all had non-binary relations. No, they were raped over and over again. That's how they got pregnant. Okay, just when you're locked in a room with a serial sex offender with a penis who says he's a girl, you're going to be raped over and over again, and that's basically what happened. So here's the thing, though. Other than those situations, other than those circumstances, in everyday life, like, okay, you're a guy, you're a woman, and you have a penis, fine. Nobody minds, right? Nobody minds. I think women would, organic women would want organic women only spaces for sport as well, right? Because women's sport, organic women's sport, non-penis women's sport is being destroyed by and having people with penises in it, because if you have penises, you tend to have more of a body mass. But anyway, genuinely, other than those specific cases, which is another discussion, people were fine with it. People were absolutely fine with it. However, most people don't believe it, right? Most people they will be polite, they will be nice, they won't get in your face. Most people. They may not admit it, but in their heart of hearts, they do not think if you have a penis, you can be a woman. They do not think men, generally speaking, can have periods or babies, right? Most people don't think that. So having Yasmin Finney on the cover here seems to be proselytizing to me, right? Seems to be proselytizing to this belief, right? This belief that which you're welcome to have, that gender is fluid, right? But you seem to be, you're pushing that belief for me. So let me give you an example so you can understand it. Like in let's take the specifics off and put different specifics on. Imagine the doctor is as a companion of a priest, right? Father Ted, Father Stu, Father Smee, whoever you want to be. Father whatever, and it's a very positive character, much like Captain Jack was a very positive gay character, bisexual character, a very positive character, everybody likes that, who always injects his Christianity into everything, like Bible verses and everything, in a positive way, and just shows Christianity in a great light, and how wonderful it can be for your life, right? How much it can add to your life. I think most people, especially people who are screaming they like this, would be apoplectic. They always say you're using Doctor Who to influence people to believe what you want them to believe, right? So that's the same. Honestly, I don't see people like Rusty Davis being that much different from Mary Whitehouse, right? Both of them completely intolerant of people not like them. And they have to call people not like them evil, right? It just, no. We have different worldviews. I think the litmus test is a willingness to live peacefully with one another, right? Without forcing our views on each other. This over here feels like you're forcing your views on me, right? And I think it's getting up a lot of people's noses, right? I mean, like, again, what was it? North Face. They had a drag queen announce their product line from last year, and they're facing a huge boycott now. People have just had enough. That's really the bottom line. We've been polite, we've been reasonable, we've been caring, we've been compassionate, and we're being told what to think. And stop it. Because it's very obvious, right? It's very, very obvious. And it's Pride Month. This is the June issue, it's Pride Month. Really? Because, like, gay people, well, not gay people are normal. LGBTQIA plus people, they're so quiet the other 11 months a year. You hardly know they're around, don't you? Fine. So let's see what the reaction was to this on the Twit Twats. We have 6th anniversary, a chance to do for DM to do something on the cover. Do something, and the covers are dull. Well, it's a pretty dull cover. I think this picture of Larry David says it all. So this is somebody on the other side. Again, you call yourself a film critic. My guess is he will be apoplectic about a Christian, a devout Christian companion always injecting their Christianity into everything, right? I think you'll be apoplectic. So he says, just adding for clarification, a problem, TERF! So listen, I want you to know something. If you use the word TERF, you're an arsehole, right? That's the bottom line. If you use the word TERF, you are a douchebag, right? Don't be mad at women who think having a vagina is a very, very central part of womanhood, right? Don't be don't be demeaning to them. Has spread misinformation on this to push a bigoted narrative. Yasmin Finney is not paying Rose Tyler. Well, be fair, we really don't know. We don't know why Yasmin Finney's character is called Rose, right? We don't know. And is likely will forever be Billy Piper's character. This Rose is Donna's daughter. We believe so, yeah. Okay, but God help the producers if Doctor Who tries to rescue Sarah Jane. That there will be no end to that point. Yeah, people mad on that cover as well. This is wrong. This is bad. Two characters in the same TV show should not say the same thing. I think it's probably got a point. I hope so. Anyway, I really like the Doctor Who character Rose, but Rose Rusty Davis 1 here, Rose Rusty Davis 2. See, we will not be able to stop the confusion. The toxic environment from trolls who pretend to be fans. Excuse me, I am a fan, right? I've been a fan all my life. I just don't want you pushing your non-theistic religion on me, which is what I feel that you're doing, right? It's thickening! Again, how is having any discussion about trans issues transphobia? Right? I'm just saying, can we have an open discussion about no? And how is it me not thinking what you want me to think, not bigotry? This is pure bigotry, right? Pure bigotry. I am proud to have such a diverse show as my favorite. I understand, it's me. I am proud, right? It's also we get diversity. Why? If we were all the same, life would be dull. No. I'm all for diversity, but not weird. Will you stop telling me chicks with dicks are women, okay? You want to believe that, fine. YouTube wants to believe that, fine. The world wants to believe that's fine. I don't believe that. And I think I'm in the majority here, right? I understand if you live on Twitter, you think you're in the majority. You're not. The reason this is getting completely flushed away right now is because people have just woken up to it, and they're not up for it. I'm sorry. If we're all the same, be done. No need for hate. Kindness always, as a doctor would say. So, Carla, right? I really genuinely would like to know, how would you feel about a devout Christian character with Christian sensibility, like talking Bible verse all the time? Yeah, in it, and again, being a positive, uplifting character. Would you be up for that? Yeah, would you? I don't think you would, right? The word icon is used too liberally these days. So, you think this is progressive and empowering? It's not. I tend to agree with you. I think, what's the difference between this and blackface? right? This is woman face, right? And I find it very, very sexist in a song to women. Is this going to be the same Rose and Billy clarifying? I'm confused. I swear these 4 weeks windows are shrinking faster and faster. Well, look, dude, again, if it's the length of Pride Month you're talking about, I don't know. It's it seems to go on forever. It seems to go on 12 months a year for me. Fine, but it seems to be somewhat mixed, right? But even so, there are just a lot of weird people on Twitter, right? A lot of people on Twitter. I love the Suburbicon, but needs more plushies. What? See, again, it's up to you. Completely said. Doctor's completely lost. Lost. Nobody cared what sexuality and the characters were, or what colour and what it matters. I agree with you, right? I agree with you. So people are just confused if it's Rose Tyler or not. But okay, but I just don't think. I don't think this. I don't think this is the right time and the right place. I think when he wrote the character Rose, we lived in a different world. We lived in a world where people hadn't noticed this, and now they have, right? So I'm not sure how well this is going to play. Look. My real gut feeling is this. I think Doctor Who Magazine has won back enough subscribers that they're feeling a little bit bold again. Enough sales. They came close to cancellation. They would have been cancelled if not for the international sales. But, not... it was not to be. Whittaker. So let's see what's in this magazine. Nerves are still inside the wheel of space. Only half of it in the facts of fiction. I really don't understand why. Jamie Manson, a touch of mummy trouble. That I'll be doing a deep dive into that article. I like Jamie Manson's stuff a lot, right? I liked. Wait, didn't he do the monks as well? Because they kind of look like basically the same villain. Dan Starkey, can Strax defeat the memory worm? Normally not. Alex Gibson, River Song goes on. I'm surprised that they're doing more about River Song, right? Rusty Davison casting Rose, plus why we fly the flag for Doctor Who's LGBTQIA plus icons. It's because you're looking for validation, right? It's because I believe you've accepted upon yourself sexuality and identities that are not authentic to you. And so you need to be validated in that. Like, I don't need to be validated in being Jewish or male, right? I feel those identities are both very, very genuine for me, right? A Doctor Who fan, yeah, I feel that's a very authentic identity. I think a lot of people... Yeah, look, they say, so the study showing transgenderism it mainly affects girls and spreads somewhat like a virus. Like if somebody in a school becomes trans, then you'll get a bunch more people. It comes with a social cachet, right? So that's why you fly the flag. Why do you not fly the flag for any other minorities, right? Why do you not fly the flag for your Jewish viewers? Why do you not, Jewish characters? Why do you not fly the flag for your Christian characters? Why do you not fly the flag for the people who are pro-Brexit, right? What? No, it's only the people you happen to like and happen to agree with. Because you're full of shit, essentially, right? You're full of shit. But let's see if they're full of shit, they'll still be able to put out a decent issue. Still only 85 pages long. Okay. Fine. It's we got the anniversary. We'll see what's in here. I did see. That's the other thing. And then you get pictures like this with Shuchi and Millie, and it looks fantastic, right? It looks absolutely fantastic. So the fine. I'll read that another time. But okay. Richard Unwin, Richard, the former critic for Gay Times and previous chair of LGBT Humanists UK, and has served as community advisor board for Pride in London. Again, look. From my point of view, I think pride is not necessarily a good thing, right? You should have some humility. Molly Marsh, a comedian and host of the Galactic Yoga podcast, in which he interviews more than 100 Doctor Who fans about the unpopular opinions. Aside from, I'll check that out. Aside from Doctor Who, she writes the music and culture and LGBTQ plus. I mean, for fuck's sake, what percentage of the country is gay? For God, like, what the hell? hang on. Let's just... What percentage of UK is gay? 2.7. Right? 3.1 to 2.7. Okay. So, that should be... Out of 100 people, that you should have 3 gay people in them. Let's go crazy. Out of 100, there should be 5. So, wait, how many people are working on this issue? In this issue, let's look at the credits. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. We have 7 people so far. 2 out of the 7. It's crazy. I'm like, everybody's fucking gay. Everybody's, no, they're not. 97% of the world isn't gay. Can we maybe skew things slightly in our direction? I don't know. Like, what is up with you? And again, I think it's that you've taken on sexualities that are fashionable, that are not authentic, right? And you're screaming for validity, right? Okay, whatever. Beast Blue and Giggle. Yeah, these titles didn't really excite most people, right? Now apparently the Time Vortex is just a placeholder one. They're gonna have the song "The Wild Blue Yonder." It's something about aerial combat. I'm not sure. Giggle, we have no idea. Matt, look, I think the Giggle might be tied into the first TV transmission. Because set what's it called, the location filming, they had the date there, which was the same date as the first TV transmission. Was it Indira Valba, Susan Costello and Torture? Yeah, she's going to be in Doctor Who, probably in the Regency episode playing the Duchess. So annoying. When I was looking at the news last night on a live stream, right? They had they listed as Indian actress Indira. What? Like, why? Why not just put actress? Again, all this like obsession about identity. Oh, who's getting the Terrence Trophy? Former Doctor Who showrunner Stephen Mulveny became the second recipient of the Terrence Dix Awards. I do like the trophy. Look at that. That's very cool. I am the master, and you will obey me. I do that with my cat, right? Well, actually, my daughter's cat. When he looks around and says, "My name is Ninja," that's the name of the cat, and you will obey me. Yeah, stunning and brave, wonderful. Fear Doctors by Jonathan Savage. How did he do that? It looked like, is it like claymation or something? I don't know. Well, good for you. I do like fan creative. That's very nice. The Mark Peterson one's good. There we go. He did a bit Colin Baker as well. Let's see what's on the Who tube. Latest trailer for the full coming specials reveal the titles. Yeah, not really that impressive. Karen Jenner talks about the casting of Judy Gutter and Millie Gibson. Okay. My guess is she's probably pro. You think she's pro? I think she's pro. Ooh, that was good. Babel Color's new trailer for the Timeless Doctors, an ambitious fan-made film for the 60th anniversary. I will check that out. I will certainly check that out. Degenerating Doctor, watch the trailer for Big Britain's new Once in Future. Those are actually pretty good. Telesnap. Josh Snares remembers John Cora and his Telesnaps off-screen photos that were taken from the 50s and the 60s. Okay. Oh, I will certainly look at the Timeless Doctors. That looks really cool. Right, that's a good shooty picture as well, that guy did. Very good. Fine. And this looks like Photoshop. But a good bit of Photoshop, right? Fine. Oh, okay, let's look. This is the first thing I always read. Letter from the showrunner. I mean, was it last month or the month before he told us how he had torrid, meaningless sex with a drag queen in a gay club while filming the first series of Doctor in 2005, right? Again, for grown-ups, that's fine. It's not fine for kiddies, right? How much thought goes into the name of an episode? An awful lot, as Rossi Davis explains. I bet it does. Okay. Titles. Oh, can you explain these titles to us, Russell? We are all a bit confused, mate. We are all a bit confused. At last, we have episode titles. Ages ago, about 18 months back, we said it wouldn't be great if we could announce the titles for the first time on BBC One. These things used to appear in Doctor Who magazine, but what if we can make an event big enough to merit a television launch? Oh, the nerve, the ambition. Thing is, it really wasn't, though, Russell. That's the problem. It really wasn't, right? It was very underwhelming. Really, it was. It was shockingly underwhelming, right? I thought it could have been quite a bit better, but it's not. Let me just turn the air down a little bit. Oh, it's hot. But then I forgot about it. You know, then mid-April I said, what happened to this idea? Did we miss it? What a shame, sad face. No, Julie said. No, said Julie Gardner. You idiot. Angry face. You've been working on it for months. They're unveiling it next week. Okay, well, I'm glad he's got his finger on the button. Lo and behold, fanfare and fireworks, the whole campaign by BBC was unfolded before us, and it's a wonderful piece of work, with 3 separate teaser trailers airing for a fortnight across May, aiming for a climax at Eurovision. Oh, climax. One of the biggest audiences of the year. Okay, lovely, thank you. So, yeah, all that was a good idea, and the teasers were great, and the putting the binary in it, and the codes in it, and the Unicode, very clever, right? All that work. Just we needed more stuff, Russell, right? We needed to see something we hadn't seen before. I'm sorry, we're a fickle people, right? That's really the bottom line. What happened there? Article, no, how do I go back? Oh, go to page view. Doink. Won't be weird if redacted is somehow connected. I somehow doubt it. Jeez, really? That happened again. Well, I see that Juno Dawson's in the author of Redactors and Hot Water for one of the books that she put out. Has instructions how for underage kids to use gay dating apps and meet and have sex with adults, right? And it's got instructions about what to do if somebody comes in your mouth, things like for underage kids. Again, look, don't mistake our kindness as saying we're on board with it. We're really not, right? There should be some idea of public decency. There really should be, you know, and it's not bigoted to say I think we should have a shared form of public decency. I think society is much better for that. You'll see them by now, but I'm typing this on the 9th of May when we've only got as far as special 2 teas. Apparently a team thought the first teaser was solved too easily, although maybe Meet the Beat was a very big clue. So the second one has been revamped to maximum levels of difficulty. We solved it pretty easily. And I'm told in a document that, I have here that just underneath the word redacted is code 7889B8, corresponds to the hex code for the blue yonder color. Get out of here. Okay. And the clues lead to an MP3 of the song. Has anyone solved that yet? I don't know. No, we have. Nobody saw that. Okay. But you're Doctor Who fans. You don't want to know the titles. Yes, we do. You want to know the working titles. Well, yes. Okay, yes, you're right there. Oh, marvellous. Well, for special one, we didn't really have much of a choice. We can talk later in the year about the whys and wherefores of using that story, but how much we've changed in its adaptation from the classic old Marvel comic strip of Pat Mills and Dave Gibbons, both of them I hope get paid. In fact, you'll be able to hear from Pat and Dave themselves, both fully consulted professionally and on board with the production. I'm sure they bloody are. Hey, Dave, Pat, do you like money? On board with production from the start. But it's not that easy. Should we call it Star Beast or The Star Beast? I think The Star Beast is better, right? What do they call it? I think The Star Beast. Yeah, one sec. What do they call it? Let's go back. Hang on. Doink. Oh man, it's long though. The Star Beast, right. Okay. I'm still not sure. It might change by November. Okay. I like the old-fashioned, the definite article. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like the old-fashioned definite article. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I invent one. I always refer to the Pyramid Miles, but no, it turns out I've added the first one. I do that too. Special 2 is trickier. Okay. It's where'd it go? It's trickier, and I can't give too much away. There's a different 5-word title which sums up the episode, but that will give the game right away from the start. You'll see it in Radio Times and think, oh right, gotcha. So that was never a working title. I opted for Wild Blue Yonder right from the start, but it's not that easy. Should we call it Wild Blue Yonder? Or Wild Blue, what to call it? Wild Blue Yonder or Wild Blue Yonder? They're the same. They're wild with an E or not? Oh, well, that's an interesting thing. I don't know, because a lot of people say Wide Blue Yonder or Wild Blue Yonder, because a lot of people say wide. Never heard of that. The phrase has generally changed into Wide Blue Yonder over the years. I emailed the entire team. What do you say? And most came back wide. Most came back with wide, not even knowing about the wild option. Really? God, we live in a stupid era. But the date actually gets on screen with the episode itself. Here it is, faithful reader, explained in real actual dialogue from Special 2. Somebody names the tune Wide Blue Yonder, and says it comes from military going to war. The Doctor going to say it's the Air Force. That's the words Wild Blue Yonder, right? And so, but what does the song play? Have we, and what is this terrible portent? You'll have to wait and see. Message yourself, write an episode called Terrible Portent. And Special 3, The Giggle. Well, nothing to report. The giggle is the giggle. From the moment I wrote it, there was no other choice. Love the title, but what is the giggle? Who's giggling about, who's giggling, what about, and why? And as the great man once said, stay tuned. Okay. So the hunt for new episode titles goes on. Like I said last time, episode 1 of the next series had an unexpectedly bespoke of Star Trek Picard season 3. Another episode had 3 titles so far and still hasn't quite settled. One title contained the word sixpence until the entire plot about the sixpence was cut. Damn it! And further than that, the script and the legal department at Bad Wolf are currently investigating whether we're allowed to use a certain title for episode 6 of the 2025 season. Okay, we're that far ahead. Okay, but Russell, mate, look to the future. The LGBTQIA stuff is not going to be what it's like in 2022, in 2025, right? I think there is going to be a massive swing, and I think we're actually watching the swing. It's just starting right now. But yeah, it's nice, cheeky promotion to get the titles of broadcast and BBC One, but a full 6 months ahead of transmission. But this is where these facts really belong. Here in the hearts and minds of fandom, where we can browse and debate and argue over these facts. The rest, like, yeah, look, this trailer was not for the normies at all. This trailer was for us, right? In the magazine that once went under the title Doctor Who Weekly, then Doctor Who, a Marvel Monthly, then Doctor Who Monthly, and now this. Onwards! Yes, okay. Quite an upbeat little comment there, a column there this month, Russell. Production Diary, the most boring thing I've ever read, right? It's just, I don't understand how he's always dull, right? How is it literally always dull? I might read it on my live streams today. I'm doing, again, I'm recording this on Thursday. So, yeah, look, we have lots of pictures of Rossi Day was having a very, very good time, right? Peter Davison in the Windsors. Oh, yeah, okay, this was really weird, right? The Studio Gatwa and May Mac in the Coronation concert, and they weren't very good. It was like they didn't strike me as star-crossed lovers, right? They struck me as a fat chick and a gay best friend. Man, if I lived in London still, I would so go and see that. The Hamlet. Wonder where he's playing it. Peter David Tennant, have I got news for you? It's going to be in Ahsoka. Does it say when? Jodie Whittaker and Julie Graham cast in second season Time. It's amazing that she's got more work to me. Like, it's just absolutely amazing to me. Okay, fine. Doink. Now, that was a month in 1981. That's just as before I got into fandom, right? That was like a year or two before fandom. Terry Jones. Man, he looks young. I do kind of like this column, though. The Runaway Pride. It is Runaway, mate. It is Runaway. And this thing really is Runaway. This article. Okay. So this is going out on Friday. Saturday night at 7 p.m. UK time. I'm going to be going over this article on a live stream. Also, I'm going to be I'll be offline for 48 hours, and I'll just be coming online like about 45 minutes before, and so I'll have no idea what's gone on. So you're going to be catching me up with everything else. So join me tomorrow. Fine, Yasmin Finney, and again, I get they're not cis, right? I get that Yasmin isn't cis. I don't. Yes, obviously they're gay, right? Obviously they're LBGT plus. Yasmin wasn't. I'm sorry. Yaz was totally straight, like the other 97% of the world, right? 97% was totally straight, and then her and Jodie Whittaker noticed the crazy fans looking for validity and imposing this lesbian relationship upon them, even though Jodie Whittaker had played the Doctor completely asexually, like aggressively asexually. Yeah, no, obviously, this was just opportunism, as was Jake Willis and Adam Lang. No gaydar about them whatsoever. Nothing to do with them being gay. Like, it was not helped in any way by having a gay couple, other than they can go to dinner parties and say, "Look at us, we're so gay." Bill Potts was a real character. Okay, Bill Potts was actually a real character who was gay, who struck me as being gay, right? Yes, okay, fine. I think Bill Potts is a important gay character. But again, I understand Pride Month is June, but it's not like you don't hear from gay people for the rest of the year, is it? I mean, really? It's like 24/7 flags everywhere, right? Missy, no! Madame Vassar and Jenny Flint, yes, they're gay, but they didn't strike me as characters as much as Bill Potts. They struck me as very shoehorned in to fit the fashion. Look, let's be clear. That's what the fashion of the day, which was having gay people, lots of gay people, right? That Normans have just really started noticing TV. It's like, what's with all the gay people and everything? That's why they stopped watching TV generally, right? Clara wasn't gay. Fuck off. Captain Everett Delaware was. Oh, that was okay. These Love and War and these gay characters are actually real characters as well. Like, you're clutching at fucking straws. Clara wasn't gay. Captain Jack was. Alonzo Frame was. Yeah, okay. I mean, like, you can't really turn off John Bowerman or whatever his name's gayness, right? Is pretty out there. I'm so not interested in this box set. Just so not interested. Professor Triple X, intergalactic archaeologist of Doctor Who's Alex Kingston, wife Alex Kingston makes space in her diary for Doctor Who magazine. I never felt it was the end of River Song because the end is the beginning of it, she says. Okay. But, what is that from over there? Promotional art showing Alex as Prospero and Jessica Rose as Miranda in the 2020. Like, Prospero's a male character? fuck's sake, everything, literally everything. So fine. So Alex Kingston interview. So not interested, right? Really genuinely on a visceral level. I mean, I think she was fine as River Song, but I kind of got bored of her very quickly. Fine. Is there any think new coming out that we're interviewing her for? I don't see anything, right? Normally it says it's out at the end of the month. Okay, don't get me wrong, she was fine, but like I could live without. Location. Blimey, must have run out of black people, right? Every week in this, when they highlight the smaller people in the production, people who won't necessarily have heard, it's always how can we wheel out every non-white person possible, right? They just got white people this week. I don't know what they're going to do. They should have blacked him up. He should have identified as being black. Fine, we're on to the 6th anniversary poll for the 5th Doctor. Kaiser Ramjazani stays number 1, Earthshock 2, 5 Doctors 3, Kinder as at 4. Blimey, things are pretty solid. With the 5th Doctor, nothing really changes. Blimey. We'll go over this in a separate stream at some point this month. And then the 6th Doctor, well, there's less to choose from. Revelation, Vengeance Barascas number 2. That's interesting. And 2 Doctors number 3. Twin Dilemma at the bottom. Oh, there you go. Yes, I understand they're under a lot of fabric, but that's still Sarah Green and maybe Faith Brown. Very spankable, baby. Very spankable. Speaking of very spankable, hello, Perry. Fine. The express delivery. Okay, this actually sounds quite interesting. Jason Arnott meets the 4-time Doctor Who writer Jamie Matheson. So listen, you should really go and check out the Monk trilogy, right? It's so much better than Mummy on the Orient Express. And Mummy on the Express was, I think, the second best story of Capaldi's first season, or as I like to put it, the other good story from that season. He was in the Flatline. Okay, I take it. Flatline was awesome, right? Flatline was excellent. And he did the girl who lives, the girl who died and the woman who lived. Is that it? I don't know. Again, we'll be going over this in another stream at some point. But yeah, okay. Good luck to you, Jamie Mathers. I think you're. I think you're a good addition to Doctor Who. In my humble opinion. Who's at the London Film Comic Con? I love it. They always have pictures of people like from years ago. Like Dolph Lundgren does not look like that now. Olivia Cook, from House of Dragon, Ready Player One, Bates Motel. Fine. Just trying to. Brian Crouch is there. Why do they have a picture from 1973? Michael Brandon. I don't even know. Sylvester McCoy, Colin Baker, Greg Clark, Daniel Wayman. The Rings of Power, dude. You should keep that quiet, right? You should keep that quiet. Well, who are the little people at the bottom? Little pictures. Paul Cornell, piss off. Aaron Angeloni, not really that interested. Andrew Cartmel, yeah, okay. Mike Collins, yes. Sonia Leon, Lou Stringer, Dan Slott, David Roach, and Tony Lee. Fine. So you've also got an interview with Dan Starkey. I like Dan Starkey. By the way, strong Dan Starkey recommendation that nobody freaking knows about. On Big Finish, you get one for free. It's like an hour. The Karnacki stories are read by Dan Starkey. And he does a fantastic job, right? They're really, really, really good. I could probably clone his voice and do the rest of the stories as AI now. But yeah, you should really check that out, especially the free one. I mean, why not? 60 episodes in 60 years. Yes, how can we desperately fill space in a pitiful 85-page magazine that used to be 100 pages? Emperor of the Daleks. Okay, Dalek Emperor. The Ultimate Adventure. Yeah, that was the week that John Pertwee was ill, and so David Banks had to fill in. That must have sucked ass big time. Oh boy, this is so my era. BSB, right? Okay, so my parents got I think they got satellite, but the week after this weekend, like the BSB weekend. So I just missed it. But yeah, the square aerial. Then it was brought up by Sky almost instantly, right? And you can find all the intros. I think a bunch of them are on the Blu-rays, bunch of them are on YouTube. It's so cheap and kind of wonderful. Time Wearing Genesis, yeah, the new adventures. Why is it? Why just this book? Why not all of them? Cyberman poster. I also thought it was amazing that this is a drawing. That wasn't a Photoshop for when they rushed out Tomb of the Cybermen. I remember that came out. That was a big deal. That was a big deal. Man, that was a good bit of fandom. Fine. So this I'm going to be going over on my live stream today. The first Doctor's, the 14th Doctor's first story. I'm really no idea what's going on with it. Apparently ends up on Skaro, right? I would still like to hope that they're not in the real universe, right? That is my hope and prayer, right? That they're not in the actual universe, but in the Toy Maker's realm. Wheel of Space 1, 2, 3. Why are they only doing the first 3 episodes? Right? This is just bewilderment to me. Right? Absolute bewilderment. Okay. And then they also didn't report about the Evil of the Daleks book. So Evil of the Daleks book, written by Fraser Hines, takes place right at the end of Wheel in Space, because they didn't have regular repeats or reruns back then in the 60s. They had to have it in story. So they at the end when Zoe was going to join, he said, "Are you sure? It could be very dangerous." "Well, let me show you how dangerous it can be." And he puts on this big headset, right, and he plays back Evil of the Daleks for her so she can decide if she wants to see it. That's what they're novelizing, and it's a very Jamie-centric story as well. So I think it's cool they got Fraser Hines writing it. I looked at it. Is it Fraser Hines or somebody else? No, it's just Fraser Hines, right? I'm really amazed, but okay. I am out the Ninth Doctor range. Again, these box sets are pitiful. I generally like the box sets are just directionless, right? They need to have some kind of stronger identity. You know, it's not enough to have Christopher Eccleston's voice on it anymore. I'm sorry, that was okay for the first 4 or 5 box sets. Now it's not anymore. It just isn't, right? You need to give me a reason to listen to the story, and you more often than not you don't. War Doctor, I don't feel that way, because War Doctor still feels in new territory. Once and Future is which I enjoyed the first part, is an exciting premise to me, or something that I will be into. But like, just having the voice actors in, it doesn't do it for me anymore. It feels like that's way too much. So what's this mobile game, Lost in Time? It's free, and I still don't want it. Like, who plays this crap, all right? And this one is, this one you got to pay $5 a month for the Apple Arcade. It's got all Jodie in. I'm so not interested. Yeah, no. I'm so deeply not interested. Escape. I'm amazed this is still open. Now, didn't they release the audio portions of this in as Genetics of the Daleks, a rather low quality Time Lord Victorious release? Look, it sounds fun. I would probably do this if I was in England. I wonder how much it is. Escape Hunt. Let's have a quick look. Escapehunt.com. Choose your adventure. Escape rooms. UK. Choose your adventure. Yeah, we accept it all. Fuck off. Escape rooms. Select a city. Is it London? I assume it's London. There you go. Book now. How much is it? Give me a... So... 2 to 4 players. I'd say it's about £30 a head. That's reasonable. I mean, yeah, I think that's good. I think that's kind of reasonable. Yeah, I would probably give that a go. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's something I will certainly read on a live stream at some point. Sounds kind of. It sounds interesting to me. I'm useless at these crosswords. Absolutely useless at them. So coming next month, we got new War Master box set, which I'm probably gonna get. Who is this person over there? They normally say is it over to say across the page. Oh, composer Robert Harvey. Okay, so it's composer Robert Harvey. Well, good for you, Robert Harvey. James Goss, Tim Foley, Alfie Shaw, and Trevor Baxendale. Yeah, okay, these are all 4 good writers. The creator, the fifth Doctor finds a familiar face, has painted himself into a corner in the second installment of Once and Future. Oh yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that. That's coming out soon. It's about a week or so. Eleanor Crooks. I tell you, it's I am so again. They've had this replacement Harry and Eleanor Crooks going through a bunch of box sets. It was on the 4th Doctor, 7th Doctor unit. I'm out of all of them. I'm not interested in any. They just haven't engaged with me at all, right? Didn't click. And I said, that's where I am, right? You've got to come up with a reason to get me to buy your box sets. Rider Tim Fowler tells more of the Warrior Woman's exploits in this month's Angels and Demons box set. Which one's Angels and Demons? That's the... Which one's Angels and Demons? That'll be in the 4th Doctor one. Okay, I'm probably getting that as well. But I think that's the last one before I am out of the... until they finish the... what was it? The Harry Sullivan, Eleanor Crooks series of stories. I'm just out. I'm just not interested. Equally, I'm not interested in Talk Through. They got me out of that many years ago. Sufficient data, crunching numbers on big ideas of Doctor Who. Revelation Dark's Case Andrews. Like, yeah, these things just kind of annoy me, I have to tell you. And they never really engage me. Holy, really? Well, get one of the dumbest ideas in a parade of dumb ideas. See, the EGSC with Suze Kempner is that she's an absolutely hateful cunt and can't stand anybody who doesn't share her politics. And so as a career, she demeans anybody by misrepresenting them completely and just being a hateful cunt, right? So the people who write Doctor Who magazine and make most of them are also hateful cunts, but they like to think that they are the kindest, loveliest people in the universe. Oh, they're kind and they're compassionate, but they love this hateful cunt's humor. Oh yeah, get to immediately laugh at people, and it's angry. It's just angry laughing, right? So they thought, oh, her and Doctor Who. Oh yeah, how delightful. You got to understand, mate. You're not the majority. Right? You're not the majority, right? Most people do not hate anybody who doesn't share their worldview, right? You're not the majority, and boy, am I so not buying that. Yeah, okay, Pride Month, because, again, to me, it looks like a bloke wearing a dress. And I'm not sure if that description is inaccurate at all, right? And again, I don't think it went down particularly well on the twats, right? So beautiful. No female roles, that's a shame. Yeah. So he stole an actor from a female. Yeah, let's see what people reply to that. I rather think the best casting for a trans woman is a trans woman. It's not he though. Misgendering is such a basic thing to do. He believes people with penises are men, right? Played by actor, sex and misogyny row. Yeah, I do tend to. It does strike me as being very, very misogynistic, right? It just does. I'm sorry. Okay, fine. Yeah, look, like each one I read goes backwards and forwards, right? Backwards and forwards. If it's got a LGBTQ plus flag in the bio, people will love it. If not, people don't like it. She'll be amazing. Okay, you gotta understand. You're a teeny minority. Most people are done. Most people are really, really, really done with this. The vibe I'm getting from Disney is they may be on the brink of collapse, right? That really is the vibe I'm getting from them. Everything they're doing is failing, and because of this sort of stuff. And again, nobody has a problem with somebody identifying as a woman, right? If you want to do that, you do you. That's your life. You live your life the way you want to. It feels like you're trying to convince me that having a penis is not an impediment to being a woman. I believe it is. I think many believe it is. I think it's somewhat offensive. I think it'll be offensive if you had a Muslim character or a Christian character or a Jewish character or why not have them go around with Donald Trump? How about this? You have somebody play Donald Trump as a sympathetic, good character, right? Why not do that? Put him on the cover. Would you like that? That sounds fair to me, right? It's just representation. Why? Why are you being so hateful, right? It's bizarre. There is no compassion if you don't apply it equally, right? Then it's just bigotry, which is what I feel this is. How well is it going down? Who knows on their stream? So that's Doctor Who Magazine. Do you want to buy it? Is this for you this month? I do not know. Join me tomorrow as we're going to be going over the Pride article on Saturday night at 7 p.m. Join me tomorrow where we will do that with glee and gusto. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, subscribe, and ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop.